Hello everyone. Today I'm in a parking lot, just sort of parking it up, living the parking lot life. I'm enjoying the space that I'm in. And sitting here and something sort of dawned on me, You ever something ever like dawn on you before? Yeah. Yeah, that happened to me just now. And I think I got a little anecdote for you guys. We're going to start way over here with this store. As you can see, it's like, to the average viewer, you're probably like, Beth's Pizza. Well, that's where you're wrong. This place right here is Elizabeth's Pizza. And they have the first half of the sign. It's dark outside and it's not lit up. And some would say, the bulbs went out. The bulbs have just gone out. But no, I believe this to be a stylistic choice, but chosen by the management to get more pizza pies selling. I mean, just think about it. You got a hip young crowd, word of mouth. They're talking. They're like, hey, you're about that Beth's Pizza? They serve a mean pie there. And they're like, oh yeah, that's, let's do it. Let's go. As opposed to like, hey, Elizabeth's Pizza is a pretty good place. You're like, at that point, you've already lost them. No one's gonna go to Elizabeth's Pizza with you. It's Beth's Pizza. By day, they're getting all the older folks, the settled crowd, in there. They like a nice proper name with the round edges and all that. But hey, once nighttime hits, that's when the youth, the wild kids come out, and they go to Beth's Pizza. They watch TV and eat pizza, and they might even have a Pac-Man machine in there. But who's to say? Not me. But hey, you're at this pizzeria, right? You yourself, you're eating here and you're having a good time and stuff, and you're like, all right, I'm done. I'm going to go home now. But you get in your car, and you found that you've eaten so much pizza that you're fat now, which is unfortunate, and so fat, in fact, that your tires blow out on impact. The tires cannot handle the weight of the pizza. And that's just unfortunate. You're all 4 tires blown out simultaneously just from a few pies. But no worries, because right next door, we've got a tire store of all things. You go, you get your tires fixed. It's not even a big deal. But here's where things get interesting. You're getting your tires fixed. You're in the waiting room or whatever, and you look down at your shirt. You got pizza sauce all over your shirt, for crying out loud. What the heck? And you may think this is a really, really serious big problem. That marinara, if you let it sit, it's not going to come out. That's just a no-go. Don't worry. Something convenient. A laundromat right next door. Who even thought of this? It's as convenient gets. You go in, you're washing your shirt, and somehow you fail to notice that your jacket, your cashmere corduroy, suede lined jacket, it's got marinara all over it. What the? No matter. Because right next door is the dry cleaner. Yep, you guessed it. And, it's convenient. You get your dry cleaning done. You get, drop it off, be done soon. You know how it goes, the routine. But up until this point, you've been through a lot. You've seen things and experienced things that no other human has endured, and you might be a little stressed out. String of bad luck can really stress someone out. So, you just had to go over to the vape store, vape it up a little, get a little geek bar. Just hit the little vape. As they do. A little citrus, orange, limeade, cherry slush, razzmatazz. But, I'm not one to promote vaping, but, you vape it up a little. You're stressed out, It's society. We all live in the world. And, now you've sort of found yourself. You're grounded, and you feel great because of the dopamine, nicotine, and all that stuff. So you're pretty satisfied. You're like, you know what? I'm pretty hungry after all this. I've worked up quite an appetite. I've been, through a few different stores. So, you decide to come all the way back. And you go to Najar's. Najar's, a fine Italian pizzeria establishment. You go to Najar's. And it's really beautiful, you see, because it's a full circle moment. You know, you started, you know, eating pizza, and the trials and tribulations that followed were quite intense, to say the least. And just to know that you can finally face what has brought you down, it's beautiful. You know, life is full of full circle moments, you know, from pizzas to tires to washing machines. Some vapes are circle, but most of them are square. And then lastly, the pizzeria that will take you there. Man, that is beautiful. I couldn't have done it better myself, even though I did, you know, do this. I thank you for watching, and that is it.